On Monday, the City Commission had a special meeting to discuss the MIH, or Moderate Income Housing Grant application. The city received 2 applications, as you may recall from last week's show. And unfortunately, because of the KHRC's requirements, we can only submit 1 proposal for the grant consideration. Well, unfortunately, one of the applicants, Dean Construction, withdrew their application so that the city could only consider 1 application, which was the RSH Holdings LLC application. And just for a quick reminder, that proposal is going to be located just off of Millheisler Street, which is located right off of Central Avenue. RSH's application will include about 35 units. They recently amended their original proposal from 40 down to 35, primarily for drainage concerns and also to meet the city's minimum lot requirements. That number, however, is in flux and may change based on the final design and layout as the organization moves through their design and planning stages. However, the proposal does include some single-family units as well as some townhome units, and all of that will be put together as part of their application for the city's Moderate Income Housing Grant application, which again will be submitted to the Kansas Housing Resources Corporation by this week. We'll be waiting patiently for KHRC's decision on grant funding, although it is expected to be a very competitive process, as cities throughout the entire state will be applying for a very small amount of money when you compare it to the total housing needs throughout the entire state. Next week is Thanksgiving, and that means that a lot of people will be on the road traveling. In fact, I'm told that Thanksgiving is one of the most traveled days of the entire calendar year. So, a couple things. First, we want to encourage people to drive safely. No matter where you're going, it's important to drive safe, drive slow. It's important for you to get there in one piece. And so doing that is important. The police department will also be participating in the Thanksgiving Safe Arrival campaign. This is a program put on by the state, which encourages folks to buckle up during the Thanksgiving travel season. So between November 18th and the 26th, the police department will be out enforcing seatbelt regulations, as well as obviously speed infractions and other such violations. Make sure that you're driving safe and you won't have a problem. And tomorrow, November 18th, if you're looking for a pre-Thanksgiving dinner, then come on down to the Community Thanksgiving Dinner, which will be held at the Butler County Community Building on Griffith Street from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. All are invited, and I'm sure they'll have all the Thanksgiving trimmings for everyone to enjoy. The meal comes at no charge, but they are asking folks to bring a free will donation, and those proceeds go to help pay for next year's meal. Well, all the people that are watching this show are probably watching it to stay informed of current events that are happening throughout the city. We appreciate everyone's support, and so if you could do 2 things for us. Number 1, like the show, and 2, if you could share it with your friends. We want to make sure that we get the information out to as many people as possible, because it's important in a democracy for people to be informed, and this is a real good way of getting informed about all the things that are going on in the city. The second thing that you can do is you can also go to our website, eldoks.com, and in the middle there, you can click on the Stay Connected button, and you can sign up for whatever notifications from the city you'd like to receive. For example, you can sign up for City Commission agendas, you can sign up for advisory board agendas, you can sign up for special events or press releases, even calendar notices. And it even gives you the opportunity to select how you want to be notified. Do you want to receive them via email, text? There's a whole list of options. So make sure you do that, and that way you can stay up to date on the most current information as it is sent out by the city, so you know what's going on. Of course, you can always watch this show every Friday, and again, like and subscribe and share so we can get more information out to the public. And of course, you can always follow us on Facebook, as we often share a lot of information on our Facebook page as well. Another thing I'd like to provide a quick reminder on is our trash day. We get a lot of questions about this, seemingly after we have a holiday. So I thought I'd take a brief moment to explain how this works. If your trash day is on a holiday, then your trash day will move to Wednesday. It's that simple. So if your trash day is on Monday and that's a holiday, then your trash needs to be put out on Wednesday. If it's on a Thursday, then your trash moves to Wednesday. Anytime there's a holiday, your trash day will move to a Wednesday. We made this change earlier in the year so that we could hopefully reduce the amount of confusion, because the prior way was kind of confusing the way we did it. Hopefully it will work out a little easier and be easier to remember. Holiday equals Wednesday. Well, I think that's all I got for this week. Everybody have a safe weekend. The weather's going to be great, so make sure you get outside. Perhaps you can do some yard work. Oh, by the way, as a quick reminder, we encourage people not to rake their leaves into the gutters. And the reason for that is very simple. While it does seem rather innocent to push them off into the street, perhaps the street sweeper will come by and pick them up, the reality of the situation is that often doesn't happen. The leaves go into the gutter, and invariably they can end up in the storm system. When and if we were to get a rain, with all the accumulation in the storm system, that can actually cause problems where water ends up backflowing or discharging into places where it shouldn't be. So again, please make sure you pick those leaves up, take them to the compost pile so that they can be used for composting. Well, I think that's all I got for this week on Things to Know. Everybody have a great and safe weekend, and we'll see you next week on Things to Know.